I think that we're going to have to consider that potentially the information that would nail Tribulation Trump to a conspiracy to coordinate with Russia, Vladimir Putin, to hijack the election in 2016. Well, the information will be so sensitive that Mueller's just not going to be able to report it. And the very fact that Paul Manafort, who was chairman, who actually orchestrated all the coordination and collaboration with Vladimir Putin and the Trump campaign, has decided that he'd rather live in prison and die in prison rather than die at the hands of the Russians, who told him if he testifies and gives enough information that is clear and concise, that there was a conspiracy with Trump, with Don Jr., with Ivanka, and with Jerrold, Don Jr. and Manafort, rather, that Paul Manafort realizes that his wife and his family and everything he's had are going to burn down his chicken coop, that the Russians would do that. So he's going to go to jail for the rest of his life, and perchance Trump can pardon him. That's possible, but he's not going to testify. So Mueller has no way of demonstrating in a way that would not actually bring on a World War III and a global, if you will. And by the way, Mueller, the information may get out. It may get leaked out. And that what Mueller has found about the conspiracy of Trump, his campaign, and Russia. It may get out. But on the other hand, I think the prudence here would be that don't let the American people see it, because they wouldn't be able to know. People would be up in arms if they knew how Trump worked with Vladimir Putin and Paul Manafort to steal and hijack the election. So that much, everybody knows that. It's out in the public, but the documentation of it, the smoking gun of it is. But so here's what's now that the Democrats have control of the House, Adam Schiff, Maxine Waters, Elijah Cummings, and now Jerrold Nadler are all going to begin to subpoena information, and they'll get bits and parts of it and pieces of it. And, I'm looking at potentially that even though Mueller is definitely not going to tell us what he knows, he can't. It would be imprudent, to use a word, for Mueller to tell us what he knows about Russia. He's not going to do it. He just isn't going to do it. Now, he may go for the obstruction of justice, but to make it stick, he's got to point out Russia again. So it's going to be, I think we're going to be looking at the House in contention, and a lot of people around Trump also going to jail. Jerrold Nadler yesterday, has leveled 81 requests for documents, from 81 documents regarding everything from the Trump campaign to the Trump Tower in Moscow to Trump Charity Foundation, Trump Steaks, Trump Champagne, Trump Wine, Trump golf courses. Nadler has asked for documents from 81 persons and entities. And people like ATLAH Weisselberg, Trump Secretary Rona, everybody Trump has asked, Nadler is asking to jump on the carpet, to get on the carpet, and let's talk. So we're going to see how this works out. It's going to take several months to get all this going. Trump is going to, they're going to claim executive privilege. The matter's going to go to court. You're going to get bits and drabs, and Trump's going to try to drag it into and pass the 2020 election, etc. But my own personal opinion on this, if you don't mind, I know they say Trump's poll numbers are rising. The people that are supporting Trump, the people that were at CPAC the other day, they're in self-survival mode. They're not supporting Trump. They're in survival mode. Here are people that went out on a limb for a man, where after him there is nobody else that they can respond to. There's nobody else that wants them, these white people. They're in survival mode. They loathe the fact that Trump is base, crude, he's dumb, he's stupid, he's a clown, he's a sellout. They know that, but they're in survival mode. This is the last stand for white people of a certain hue, of a certain understanding, of a certain culture, of a certain veracity. If there isn't veracity among them, this is our last stand. So Trump's numbers are not that his poll numbers are staying steady. It's just that these people have no place else to go. Nowhere for them to go. That's a Trump supporter. If for them do or die, that's what that's all about. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.